Have you ever wondered about the hardships that small creators face on YouTube? It's a question worth pondering as millions of people worldwide turn to the platform armed with passion and creativity, only to be met with a myriad of challenges. One of the first hurdles that small creators encounter is gaining visibility. With over 500 hours of content uploaded every minute, standing out in this vast sea of videos is no small feat. It's like trying to be heard in a room filled with thousands of people all talking at the same time. It's a daunting task, but an essential one, as visibility often translates into subscriber growth, audience engagement, and ultimately success. Then there's the ever-present specter of copyright issues. Navigating the murky waters of copyright law is a challenge even for seasoned creators. A simple mistake, such as using a few seconds of copyrighted music, can lead to video takedowns or even channel suspensions. For small creators who often lack the resources to deal with these issues, the consequences can be devastating. But perhaps the most frustrating challenge is getting in touch with YouTube for assistance. For many small creators, reaching out to YouTube feels like sending a message in a bottle out to sea, hoping it will reach its destination. While larger creators often have dedicated support teams and more direct lines of communication, small creators are often left in the dark, struggling to get their questions answered and their issues resolved. On top of these struggles, these creators must also contend with the fact that larger creators often have a much easier time navigating these challenges. With more resources at their disposal and better access to YouTube support, they can focus more on creating content and less on overcoming hurdles. It's a tough landscape, no doubt. But these struggles paint a picture of the reality many small creators face every day on YouTube, a reality that is often overlooked in the glitz and glamour of viral videos and celebrity YouTubers. Now let's delve into some specific cases to better understand these struggles. Imagine being a creator, pouring your heart and soul into your content, but when a problem arises, you're met with silence. This is the story of a small creator who faced copyright issues, a common hurdle in the YouTube community. We'll call our creator Alex. Alex had a modest channel dedicated to sharing original indie music. His fan base was small but loyal, and he had a knack for creating catchy tunes. One day he was hit with a copyright claim. The claim was from a large music company alleging that Alex's original composition sounded too similar to one of their chart-topping hits. Confused and worried, Alex immediately reached out to YouTube for clarification and assistance. He explained that the music was his original work and he had no intention of infringing on any copyrights. He provided proofs, sent emails, and even tried reaching out through social media. He expected a fair hearing, a chance to resolve the misunderstanding. But all he got was silence. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. The silence from YouTube was deafening. His videos were demonetized and his channel was at risk of being taken down. The frustration and uncertainty took a toll on Alex. His enthusiasm for creating new content waned. He felt powerless, ignored, and invisible. The impact was significant. Alex's channel started to lose momentum. His viewers were left wondering why their favorite music creator was suddenly silent. Without new content, his subscriber count began to drop. The vibrant community he had built started to fade away. But the worst part? The feeling of being alone in the fight. The realization that despite his best efforts, he was just a small creator in a vast digital ocean, seemingly invisible to the platform that he had dedicated so much of his time and creativity to. Alex's story isn't a standalone tale. It's a narrative shared by countless small creators who are met with silence when they need support the most. This silent treatment can be discouraging, even devastating, as creators navigate the complex world of content creation. Unfortunately, this is a common experience among small creators. Their struggles are real, and their voices need to be heard. Another major hurdle for small creators is the YouTube algorithm. Let's dive into the story of a creator we'll call Sally. Sally ran a channel dedicated to teaching people how to bake creative cakes. Her content was unique, engaging, and high quality. She had a small but loyal following, but her channel wasn't growing as fast as she'd hoped. Sally noticed that her videos weren't showing up in YouTube's recommended feed, despite her using all the right tags and keywords. Even when viewers searched for her content directly, they often had to dig deep to find her videos. It seemed like YouTube's algorithm was favoring larger, more established channels, making it tough for small creators like Sally to gain visibility. Seeking advice, Sally reached out to YouTube. She wanted to understand why her channel wasn't getting the exposure she believed it deserved. Unfortunately, her queries were met with silence. There were no clear guidelines or support from YouTube to help her understand how to navigate the algorithm. This is a common experience for many small creators. The YouTube algorithm, a complex system that determines which videos are recommended and promoted, often favors larger channels with millions of subscribers. This makes it challenging for small creators who are trying to grow their audience. The algorithm is not a level playing field. Larger channels have the resources to churn out content regularly, which the algorithm favors. They also have established audiences that generate high engagement rates, another factor that YouTube's algorithm considers. This creates an algorithmic barrier that small creators have to overcome, often with little guidance or support from YouTube. For creators like Sally, it's not just about creating content. It's about understanding and navigating an algorithm that seems to be stacked against them. It's about trying to break through a wall that appears to be built to keep them out. The algorithmic wall is a daunting obstacle for small creators. It's a hurdle they must overcome, but with determination, creativity, and a bit of luck, it's not an insurmountable one. Yet it's clear that more needs to be done to level the playing field and give small creators a fair shot at success. Monetization is a key goal for many creators, but for small creators, it can feel like navigating a maze without a map. Today, let's take a look at the story of a small creator named Alex, who faced the challenge of understanding YouTube's monetization policies. Alex, an aspiring video creator, had been pouring his heart and soul into his channel for over 2 years. His content was diverse and engaging, ranging from video game reviews to DIY tutorials. He managed to gather a modest following of a few thousand subscribers, but he faced a major hurdle when he decided to monetize his channel. YouTube's monetization policies are intricate, to say the least. They have a set of rules, the partner program policies, and community guidelines that creators need to abide by. Alex, like many others, found these policies complex and convoluted. He was unsure about the application process, the eligibility criteria, and the rules regarding ad-friendly content. When he sought clarity from YouTube, he was met with silence. He sent numerous emails, filled out countless forms, but all his efforts seemed to vanish into a void. The absence of a human touch in YouTube's support system left him feeling frustrated and lost. Alex was not alone. Many small creators have voiced similar concerns about the lack of support and guidance from YouTube regarding monetization. They struggle to comprehend the policies, the changes that are frequently made, and how these changes impact their channels. Without clear guidance, these creators are left to navigate the monetization maze alone. They risk making mistakes that could potentially lead to their channels being demonetized or worse, terminated. This not only affects their income, but also their creative spirit and their relationship with their audience. In the end, Alex had to rely on his fellow creators and online communities for guidance. They shared their experiences, their understanding of the policies, and helped him find his way through the maze. The lack of support with monetization is yet another struggle for small creators. It's a reminder that while YouTube can be a platform for creativity and expression, it can also be a labyrinth of policies and procedures, particularly for those who are trying to make a living from their passion. These stories are just a few examples of the challenges small creators face on YouTube. When we talk about supporting these creators, it's not just about throwing them a few views now and then, it's about engaging with their content, subscribing to their channels, liking their videos, sharing them on your social media platforms, and commenting to create a thriving community. When we subscribe to a small creator's channel, we're not just adding to their follower count, we're providing them with a boost in confidence, a sense of validation that their content is resonating with someone out there in the vast digital universe. And you know what? That can mean the world to a creator who's just starting out. Liking a video is more than a simple click. It's a signal to YouTube's algorithm that this piece of content is worth watching. It's a beacon of hope for small creators, a sign that their work is making an impact. Sharing a creator's video on your social media platforms is another powerful way to support. It's like giving them a megaphone to reach out to a wider audience. It's a boost in visibility that could lead to more engagement, more subscribers, and ultimately more opportunities for growth. Comments are the lifeblood of any YouTube community. They're a space for viewers to express their thoughts, share their insights, and engage in meaningful conversations. When we comment on a small creator's video, we're helping to cultivate a vibrant community that can offer support, encouragement, and constructive feedback. But our support shouldn't stop there. We need to hold YouTube accountable for providing better support to small creators. Whether it's through more transparent communication, fairer algorithms, or easier access to monetization, YouTube has a responsibility to nurture the growth of its creator community. Remember, every big creator started as a small one. Your support can make a world of difference.